What's good, everybody? It's your boy, PatTheDesigner.
And it's Bando, Brando.
And we back for another episode of The Breeze.
Sir.
And on this episode...
And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. And we back, and we back.
Ooh. Crack that mug deep in there. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Jimmy Butler era has come to an end. Everybody from that original, team, Tom Thibodeau team that made the Eastern Conference Finals they're gone. Jimmy Butler was the last piece. Whole squad's gone.
It's crazy.
And to be honest with you, they're all assembling in Minnesota right now as we speak.
Right.
Tom
For
Thibodeau
real,
has started the convention.
Hey, D-Rose said he want to go back, so
D-Rose is thinking about going there.
Timberwolves, he thinking about going to the Timberwolves.
He's thinking about going there. Jimmy Butler signed there. Taj Gibson just signed there. But the big thing is, what does that mean for the Bulls? Because this is Windy City, the Breeze.
And we care about the Bulls.
Unfortunately. Let's talk about the trade first. Here was my biggest problem with the trade. Not that they made the trade, because you have to rebuild at some point, right?
Right.
Jimmy Butler.
Gotta start fresh.
Jimmy Butler is good enough to get you the 7th or the 6th seed. And with now everybody gone, Jimmy Butler might even get you the 4th or 5th seed. Right? Here's my problem with it. Tom Thibodeau said when he was on the Bulls, let's draft Zach LaVine. No. Let's go get who cares. Tom Thibodeau said when he was on the Bulls, let's draft Draymond Green. No. So the problem I have with it is you made the trade now. You've lost. I call Jimmy a superstar. You've lost a superstar.
Is a superstar.
You've lost a superstar. Zach LaVine could be a superstar.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
if you listen to Tom Thibodeau in the first place, you now have a starting lineup of Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Zach LaVine, Draymond Green, and Joakim Noah. Now you're competing for something.
Maybe,
instead of shipping away your superstar to get back a guy that you could have gotten in the draft, they were going to be able to trade up to get Zach LaVine in the draft.
Well, in the end, they did what they needed to do. They got really 3 good players out of Jimmy.
Yeah.
They got Chris Dunn and Zach LaVine and oh my God, I forgot his name out of the draft.
Larry Markkinen.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he seems to be a good player too. So they got what they needed. The Bulls got what they needed. Good young players to build around this team, and the Bulls already having good young players on the team is it's what the Bulls really need. I mean, having Denzel Valentine, Jaren Grant, Bobby Portis, Felicio. So, like, the Bulls, they're going young. This is what they've done. They got rid of Rondo, who was old. They got rid of Jimmy. Well, Jimmy wasn't that old, but, I mean,
They've gotten rid of those older guys.
They're going really young. Is that what they're supposed to do? Yes.
It's a rebuild. And at this point,
Do I still think they're going to make the playoffs? Yes.
Unfortunately.
I still believe that they will get the 8th or the 7th seed, seeing how bad the East is, for one, and for two, seeing that they're still not a bad team, still having D-Wade. So,
well, they're talking about getting rid of D-Wade, making trades for him, maybe buying him out. We'll see where that goes, But the thing is, you have to be really, really, really bad to not make the playoffs in the East. And like you said, I don't think the Bulls are going to be that bad. Zach LaVine.
They'll get the 7th seed, I
Zach
believe.
LaVine.
He's a good player. Really good.
This is my thing. He played great and was getting 22, 23 points a game on a team where he was the 3rd option. Now he's going to get the ball. He's the guy. He's the man. He's going to have the ball in his hands. Hopefully Chris Dunn pans out to be something great.
Chris Dunn, he's a good point guard. He's a nice, good, big point guard. That's what the Bulls are kind of looking for.
He ain't big.
Well, not.
Yeah. He ain't big, but we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, like he was
big name.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. He was a big name in college. hopefully he pans out to be something great coming into the NBA.
Yeah.
Last year really didn't show much. He didn't get a lot of play, but when he did get play, he didn't prove anything.
Well, we'll see what he does this year. I mean, he's a good pickup. The Bulls needed, to be honest, they needed a Chris Dunn, a young point guard who's here to prove himself. You see what I'm saying? They had Jaren Grant, and Jaren Grant came around to prove himself and
didn't prove himself.
So,
Isaiah Cannon gone.
I mean, Isaiah Cannon played well for the Bulls though.
Nah.
Yeah, he did.
Nah.
He gave
Isaiah Cannon was bad.
He gave the Bulls good minutes.
No,
he gave them better minutes than Jaren Grant.
You take the C-Red glasses off. It definitely gave him better minutes than Jaren Grant.
I mean, they kept Jaren Grant.
Yeah, but they both terrible. That's literally like, do I keep the loaded gun that I just shot somebody with or the knife that I stabbed somebody with? Like neither of them are a good situation to be in. So like the pickups are like you said, I don't think they're gonna be bad enough to get. See, my thing.
I think the 76ers are gonna make it into the playoffs.
100%, 100%. If Embiid stays healthy, they're in. If Embiid doesn't stay healthy, they're probably in.
Folks, I mean,
I like their nickname though. They call themselves the Feds now. Fultz, Embiid,
Simmons.
No. Who's D? Oh, Dario Saric and Ben Simmons.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be hard not to make the playoffs in the East. Like honestly,
we know the Celtics are gonna be there. We know
Celtics are gonna be there. Cleveland's gonna be there. After that, Atlanta might be there. After that, everything else is a wash. Like anybody could make it.
I want Washington.
But I'm saying anybody could make it this year. There's no stars left. Everybody switched. And
all the stars are
free agent season is alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Paul George is on the Thunder. What is the world coming to? The Minnesota Timberwolves are gonna be good. Well, we'll see.
They're gonna be good.
Because I thought they were gonna be a lot better last year, and they won like 22 games.
They're gonna be really
good. With Jimmy Butler.
This year, they're going to be really good.
They got Jimmy Butler. They got Karl Anthony Towns. Yep. They got Andrew Wiggins. Yep. They just got Taj Gibson. That front court defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, Towns still has to work on his defensive game. He ain't great. But Taj, and they got Jeff Teague coming in. What? This started.
Be really good.
The bench is nobody. Like there's nobody there.
I mean, it was
like where's Vince Carter at when you need him, right? Because just they get that bench dude that's raw. But it is gonna be so different in the NBA this year coming up, and the effects on the Bulls. I hope they can be bad enough. If they can get rid of D Wade and maybe get a draft pick back, even if it's a low one. The thing is, you have to tank. Like, I don't like tanking. If you're a player, you should never feel like you need to tank.
You should always play your hardest.
You should always play your hardest. So I hate saying tank, but as an organization, listen, tank 4 quarters for Michael Porter. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting it on a t-shirt. I'm making that the slogan. Tank 4 quarters for Michael Porter. Because I need Michael Porter in a Bulls jersey when this draft comes next year. Because he is going to be the truth. He is going to be the next big thing. And you want to see that. Like,
well, it all depends what comes out of free agency because it's still early and we don't know what the Bulls can pick up.
Right.
So, but the Bulls get some big players out of this. I really, personally, I don't want them to really get anything out of this free agency.
No, I want young. I don't want
because
the Bulls will go out and pay somebody that's a big name that's old as heck. Or that somebody they wanted when he was young and good, and now they got him, and now he's older than him. D-Wade, i.e., go trade for Carmelo Anthony or something, Carlos Boozer, Rip Hamilton. Yeah. They've done it a million times. You have to clean the table. You have to clean the slate.
I mean, they've technically done it. They got rid of everybody.
They've done it. They're kind of stuck with D-Wade. They're either going to have to buy him out or just take the L on this season.
I don't mind having D-Wade, though. I like D-Wade as a player. I would like for D-Wade to finish his season in Chicago.
I like about him.
I would love for him to finish in Chicago.
What I like about him is that Zach LaVine's now learning how to be a superstar from D-Wade. Just like last year, I loved that Jimmy Butler was learning how to be a superstar from D-Wade. Things might not have gone the way everybody planned, but Jimmy Butler still learned lessons from one of the greatest shooting guards of all time.
You always gonna need one of those players on your team that is a super. That's why you need a superstar to be able to teach the other kids around. So keeping D Wade on the team, I think, will just build the team itself in general. Because I mean, now that Tom Thibodeau's gone, we don't really have anyone who was like developing players. Yeah. Because I mean, when Tom was there, we were developing people who were hot garbage. C.J. Watson and what's his name? The third.
John Lucas.
The third.
The only
Nate Robinson came in dropping off.
The only knock I've ever had on Tom is the young guys did not get it. Like Jimmy Butler did not play when he was there. You know, Jimmy Butler was like, "Coach, put me in. I'm good. Coach, put me in. I want to play. Coach, put me. No. Go sit on the bench. No, all right. Go sit on the bench." When Luol Deng came, Jimmy played for a little bit. Luol Deng came back. Jimmy, back of the bench. Back of the bench, kid. You know, like, and we see how Jimmy grew just off his own personal work. We saw Tom develop those point guards, but it was more out of the case of, one, they were already veterans, and two, Derek was hurt. He didn't have a choice. So that's still, I need to see some player development from the organization now. We got Chris Dunn, we've got Zach LaVine, we've got Lauri Markkanen, who they say is going to be a good. They're talking about like he's the
center.
Well, probably 4. I think more 4.
He don't run the center.
We'll see.
Run center?
That's true. We don't have one really.
Yeah.
Well, we got Robin Lopez. He's probably better off at that center position. But if he's at the 4, you got to stretch 4. That's not a bad thing. Yeah. He, down low, he's a little weak. He's going to have to get that NBA strength.
To be honest, I would love to see Bobby Portis start this year.
Bobby's probably going to start. He's got to make strides.
This is my thing, though. Anytime Bobby Portis plays, he's putting up double-doubles.
Yeah.
Bobby Portis, literally last year, he got no playing time the first half of the season.
That's not true.
He got no playing time.
That's not true.
That is very true.
And
then they put him in during the second, when he started getting minutes during the end of the season, he started putting up double-doubles.
In the very beginning of the season, Bobby Portis was the go-to guy off the bench.
He didn't even start. He didn't get in the game.
He got in the games and did nothing at the beginning. He didn't prove himself.
Look at his minutes.
He didn't prove himself. We can look at his minutes. He didn't prove himself at the beginning of the season.
They never played him.
He played, Brand. And after a while, if you putting a player out there and he's not putting up numbers, you can't put him out there.
But he never got out there.
They
know. He was sitting at the end of the bench.
Yes, he was getting out there.
The whole first half of the season, I'm saying, where is Bobby Portis? He never got off the bench.
After the first 20, 25 games.
He didn't even play in the first 25 games.
Yeah, he did. After you play him like that and he's not doing nothing, no, you got to sit, bro. You're not developing.
You're tweaking.
No, you tweaking. You got to go look. We'll go look at the minutes.
Bro,
because he was in there. He was in those games, and after a while, they were like, look, we can't do nothing with you.
They barely played him.
Well, we'll look at the minutes then, because I'm telling you, dog, like, he
played about it. He played about as much as Denzel Valentine. Denzel barely got any minutes.
Denzel never got in the game.
Bobby Portis never got in the game. He got in the game as much as Denzel Valentine did until the end of the season.
It don't matter. We arguing about scrubs, so it really don't matter.
No, we're not. Bobby Portis is not a scrub.
Bobby Portis is definitely a scrub right now.
What are you talking about?
After what we've seen from him.
What are you talking about? He was putting up double-doubles.
Really? He averaged 17.8 minutes last year.
Towards the end of the season, yes.
And he averaged 6 points a game.
Okay.
That does nothing for me. That's a scrub.
It was 6.8.
And he averaged 4 rebounds. He's 6'10". How you averaging 4 rebounds a game?
Player.
You still get in there and grab rebounds. That's all you're doing.
He's a bench player. And he's our hustle man. When he comes in the game, he hustles for us.
Hustle means grab rebounds.
He gets bored. He got double-doubles.
Nah, he can keep
He was getting double-doubles.
Nah, he can keep all that. I didn't know he went to the same school. Oh, no, that was a related article. Never mind. But anyway, that's totally off topic. Forget all of him. Basically breaking it down, these guys this year need to tank 4 quarters from Michael Porter because it's not going to get better unless you get real talent in there. I think Chris Dunn can be a real talent. I think Chris Dunn is, maybe he just didn't, Tom Thibodeau is Tom Thibodeau. He can freak you out. Trust me. I watched Tom on TV and been like, that's kind of scary. So Chris Dunn might develop under Fred Hoiberg because he's an easygoing guy. Hopefully he does. I don't think Fred's the greatest coach in the world, but that's a topic for another day. Zach LaVine's already proven that he's a shooter from deep. He will put you in a bucket immediately. He will take you to the rim and put you in the bucket. So we're going to see some highlights this year. And Lauri Markkanen, he's unproven. But hopefully he can come out and he can give you that spacing that they brought him in college.
Don't forget we got Mirotic.
We do got Nico Mirotic. They picked up the option on Nico. It's going to be a long season, man. That's what it comes down to. It's going to be a long season.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it plays out. You guys let us know how you feel about the Jimmy Butler trade to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't love that we gave up Jimmy, but you got to start somewhere, right? Zach LaVine ain't the worst building block to start around.
Yeah, I don't know. I miss Jimmy. It hurts not having
Jimmy. It hurts not having Jimmy.
I mean, it is what it is.
But there's some dope jerseys that I will be getting this year.
Yeah. Well, let us know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, all of that.
All that good stuff. All our information will be in the description below. Make sure y'all share the videos and just know it's been the breeze. At the end of the day, it's his son, and his son's like, hey, look, that's just pop. It's like with our dad. Like, he says some crazy stuff. We just be like, whatever, that's his dad. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, while it may seem crazy to us, it may not be that bad of an idea.
No, I mean, one thing it's really done for him is got him a lot of publicity. I mean, his dad going on radio shows and doing all this stuff, talking about his son, how great he's gonna be. I mean, and say he sells some of these shoes. I mean, hey, some money's better than none. I mean,
well, this is the thing with his son's shoe. So they $500, which I won't be getting any. Trust me, I ain't got that kind of money. I just don't. I'm not.
The breeze takes off.
If the breeze take off, I'm still probably not dropping $500 on some kicks. I'm not gonna lie to you.